What's up YouTube, HarpieHero here bringing you a Red Eyes deck profile. This deck's a lot of fun and I'm really excited to bring this to you because a buddy told me to build this deck because I was out of deck ideas and he said, yeah, build Red Eyes, and I built Red Eyes. It's a lot of fun. Let's get started into the deck profile. Start off, triple Red Eyes, Black Dragon. He's one of your main cards of the deck. Actually, he is the main card of the deck. I try to make this a lot more easier to play like the Blue Eyes deck was. I do enjoy using Red Eyes, so using triple Red Eyes is important in the Red Eyes deck. Next, two Red Eyes Darkness Dragons. With Red Eyes Darkness Dragon, you tribute a Red Eyes Black Dragon and you rank him out. Cannot be bred out any other ways, and he gains 300 attack for each dragon type in the graveyard, which is basically the whole deck. Next card, triple Red Eyes Wyvern. Red Eyes Wyvern is an excellent card. You can banish him from your graveyard if you do not know when someone are set, and especially when a Red Eyes monster from your graveyard, except for Red Eyes Black Chick. So that includes Red Eyes Black Dragon and Red Eyes Darkness Metal. I don't know if any other Red Eyes is currently off the top of my head, but that's what you would usually go for. Triple Red Eyes Wyvern, excellent card. Triple Axe Dragonoot. Axe Dragonoot, also excellent. If he attacks and a damage step, he turns to defense position. If you have two level 4s, you attack with him, and then you XYZ, so that way you don't have him out in defense. Really helpful. The next card I do play is triple Alexandrite Dragon. He's just a vanilla 2000 beater. He's also light, which is also important for Pulsar, so not really much to explain about there. Next one, Bright Star Dragon. Bright Star Dragon's actually really helpful. When he's normal summoned, you can target one face-up monster in the field, except for him, and he gains 2 levels until the end phase. So you can XYZ or do whatever you need to with him. Next, 2 Light Pulsar Dragons. Not really much else to learn out these guys. Everyone knows if you play Chaos Dragons or whatever, banish from your graveyard and Light and Dark special summon. And you can also grab a level 5 or higher Dark Dragon in your graveyard if he gets sent to the field of the grave. And then Red Eyes Darkness Metal, because he's Red Eyes Darkness Metal, another Red Eyes. Important use into the deck. Next, Triple Mass Dragon. He helps you cycle through the deck so you can grab whatever dragon type you need. So he's able to be sat on. Next, 1 Delta Flyer. He's really fun. He's just a tuner. His effect is you can target one other face-up monster in the field. I control and increase his level by 1. So I can either synchro with him, make a level 8, because I have a lot of level 4s. I can make level 7, or I can make a level 10 synchro. So really helpful. Next, 2 Red Eyes B-Chicks. Red Eyes B-Chick. He's the Kaiba man for Red Eyes. Just send it to the graveyard and special 1 Red Eyes Black Dragon from your hand. So, really helpful. And the final monster I do run is 1 the Dark Hex Sealed Fusion. He can count for any other fusion material. He can count for any Dark Fusion material monster. And with him, you don't need polymerization. You just tribute him, and you get a free fusion. But the other materials must be correct, and that's how you get the 1 fusion you do run in the deck out. Spells, 1 Dragon Shrine. It's a first turn Red Eyes Black Dragon if you don't have any plays. Just ditch a Red Eyes Black Dragon along with Red Eyes Wyvern, and you have Wyvern's effect to bring out Red Eyes Black Dragon. Next, 1 Summoner's Art. With Summoner's Art, it just adds a Red Eyes to your hand, so it helps you deck them a little bit, as well as maintain a little bit of hand advantage to have a Red Eyes. Next, 2 Ancient Rules. I have a lot of ways to bring out Red Eyes Black Trick, Ancient Rules, as well as Red Eyes Darkness Metal. So Ancient Rules is pretty important to have. Next, the MST of the deck, Triple Stamping Destruction. It's not a quick spell, which is unfortunate. If I had more MSTs, I don't have a lot of MSTs. I have so many decks, but this is a good substitute for MST. If you have MST, use MST here. Stamping Destruction, if you have a face-up dragon on the field, target 1 spell or trap on the field, destroy it, and inflict 500 damage to its controller. So it's a way to a little bit of burn damage to your opponent as well. Next to Silver's Cry. It's an excellent, excellent card. I don't like having it at 3, just because there aren't as many vanilla dragons as you would probably want in the deck. It is a quick spell, so you can use in your opponent's turn, so it does help stall your opponent. You can only activate 1 silver scrap per turn, and for those who don't know what it does, you just target a dragon normal in your graveyard and special summon it. Next one, Barrel from a Different Dimension. I do get a lot of stuff banished quite often, and sometimes it's stuff I need, so I use this just to help keep stuff in my graveyard. So, and then finally, Panic Button, Dark Hole. And that rounds out the spells for traps. Triple Magic Cylinder, because this deck is a bit slow because the monster you want to get out is level 7, and it's not like the Blue Eyes deck where it's like, oh, I have a free monster. So I do like having Cylinder just because it helps me stun my opponent a little bit for problematic cards I can't deal with. 2, Call the Haunted, just because it allows me to have access to cards that I need or want, so good to have. And then the final card is 1, Compulse, because Compulse is fun, it's amazing, I love Compulse. And that runs with the main deck, and let's go into the extra deck. For the extra deck, we run 1 Black Skull Dragon. This is the 1 fusion you get out with the Dark Hex Seal fusion, red eyes plus that equals this, a 3200 beater. So it does clash with Star Eater, as well as get over Leo the Secret Keeper of the Trees. So really easy. The new eroded on this was also treated as an Archfiend card. I like this one better, it looks beautiful. Next, 1 Leo the Keeper of the Sacred Tree. That's for those who don't know, this face card cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects except during your main phase 2. So 3100 attack, level 10 synchro, really, really helpful. Next, 1 Scrap Dragon for the dead cards that you can't use. Scrap Dragon is there to help you. So, and then 1 Black Rose, because Black Rose is Black Rose. And then we go into rank 7s, 1 Master of Blades. I would use a Big Eye and or Dragossack if I had them, but I don't. But Master of Blades does help a lot, because during either player's turn, when a card effect actively targets him, I can detach 1, negate the activation, destroy it, and then destroy 1 card on the field. So Master of Blades is still a really good substitute. I do like having Master of Blades. He has won me a few games. For rank 4s, 1 Gaga Cowboy for the little extra burn damage per game. 1 Queen Dragon Jin. She's just another way to bring out dragon-type monsters in the graveyard. It cannot attack, and its effect negated. It's 2 level 4 monsters. Also, her effect is dragon-type monsters I control cannot be destroyed by battle except for Queen Dragon Jin. So, yeah. I run 2 number 101s because number 101 is just excellent. You gotta run 2 of them. Really helpful. I run 1 Lavalval Chain just to help ditch cards that I need to throw to the graveyard to and or put on the top of my deck. 1 Digaster Emerald to help me recycle, as well as have a little draw power. Also, with Emerald, you also get a second effect, where you target 1 non-effect monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So it's a free red eyes as well. I run 2 Exton Knights because I have had the option to go into a second one, and I actually needed the second one. So I decided to bump it up to 2 when I first made the deck. It's been through a lot of changes, a lot of alterations, but I do like having 2 Extons. 1 Abyss Dweller to stop graveyard effects for my opponents, like Mermails and such. And finally, for level 3s, I do run 1 Mechquip Engineer. Just easily enough, I can protect my monsters, detach 1 during either player's turn, turn a monster to defense, can't be destroyed by battle and card effects. So he's a good stall if I need him to be as well. But yeah, guys, Red Eyes deck is a lot of fun. I would recommend it if you don't want to play the standard Blue Eyes. I personally like Red Eyes a lot better. But yeah, guys, HarpieHero, and I'll come out to you with another video, hopefully soon. Bye-bye.